Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Is proudly brought to you by Network on all social media platforms. ESP Network, it's game day.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Estvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
The final stretch of the WDA volleyball season starts today with these teams back from Fargo and its regular season matches. The rest of the fall for Bismarck High, it is going to be a very important final stretch that starts today in the Magic City against, once again, upset-minded Minot North Sentinels on the PSP Network. With that, we welcome you way above Sentinel Gym, as always, here at Minot North High School for the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show alongside Melissa Spelch and Imo and Patterson on the call for today's match between the Demons and the Sentinels. Spelch, a match between Bismarck High and Minot North. They're on real opposite ends of the standings right now, but as with everyone we get for Minot North, there's always a chance this one could really be down to the wire.
Yeah, Minot North obviously wants to get a win on their home floor to kind of gain momentum as they head into the playoffs. And definitely Bismarck High is in the hunt for second and third, and so they have to stay in that hunt, and the way you do that is you get wins, big wins on the road. So look for this to be a competitive match. Great to see you, Owen. It's been a while.
Yes, it is. We start, as always, with the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, your locally owned oil change headquarters with 25 years of the Lundins, taking care of people. They make local actually matter. Not to mention, stay in your car, 15-minute oil change service in Minot or Bismarck. Also find out more they do online at VIOC.com. Well, a lot happened records-wise for a lot of teams in North Dakota over the last weekend. Let's update you with the WDA volleyball standings, brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. Of course, maybe the biggest headline, Century lost the match, Spelch, and it was in the semifinal round of the gold bracket out of the Fargo Metro tournament, but bounced back, took third in the event. I mean, eventually, when you play 24 matches in a year, one of them might go in the loss column for the Patriots. It just so happens it was this past weekend, but obviously the unblemished WDA record still very much intact.
Yeah, honestly, you probably made them angry. You know, like, I love this Fargo tournament, right? Because it brings everyone together from the East and the West, sees where your temperature is and where your kind of your culture is with your team in the middle of the season right before playoffs. I love that. It's good for Bismarck Century, honestly. I think, you know, if you ever watch the history of elite teams, right, they have to have some sort of like wake up. Especially a team like Century that honestly has almost lost no sets. Never mind. You know, they're winning matches, and they're winning matches handily 3-0. So to lose one in Fargo, I don't think really hurts them, probably angers them. And they'll be, you know, I'm sure Coach Zastapil has them practicing hard this week to get ready for matches. I don't even know, are they playing? I'm guessing they're playing tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Probably. So they'll be ready to rock. But, you know, really that whole tournament, I think, was a great gauge for every team in the state, and definitely these two teams that are on the floor tonight.
Yeah, Bismarck High took 9th in the event. They're at 15-10 overall, currently in a 3-way tie for 3rd place in the West Region standings with Jamestown and Legacy. The only issue for the Demons right now, they are 0-3 against those two teams in the tiebreaker, so they sit up in 5th. Obviously, that's an interesting place to be come tournament time, but they're a team that already has a win over Minot High. They'll play them at Jets again. They'll play Century later on. And it's these matches tonight, especially, that you got to take care of business in these to make sure a chance to elevate up the standings is possible.
Yeah, definitely those matches that you just spoke of, if they win tonight, will be super duper fun to watch and fun to call. But they definitely have to take care of this road win here at Minot North.
For the Sentinels, only a handful of matches remain in the regular season. They're 3-8, sitting 8th in the WDA standings, which would be in play-in game territory, but hosting it at the moment. The Sentinels, a team that still has a lot of upside, you think?
Yeah, and I thought that they, you know, I looked at their results from the weekend, and they played well. They played a lot of close matches, and they got a couple wins in those close matches. And here's the deal: even if you don't win the overall match, right? If you win a couple sets that go to like 25-27, right? That builds some confidence, definitely going into playoff time. But they really need, you know, I really think tonight is kind of a battle of setters, is what I'm looking at. So I'm looking for Bryn Francis really to lead her team tonight to kind of an upset win over Bismarck High.
We'll talk about a few more of those keys to the game coming up next. This is just the start of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show at WDA Volleyball on the PSP Network.
At GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's
is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft.
With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Well, it's one of those Tuesdays that we don't have another ranking set ready to go in the NDA PSSA media poll across the sport of volleyball. So we just reflect on what came out last week and kind of give you an update on where these teams are at. Century, of course, was number one. They've been number one all season long in all 3 editions. West Fargo, Davies, Cheyenne, Horace, 4 East teams behind them. It was the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs taking home the victory in the Fargo Metro tournament. Obviously, that's going to increase the Mustang stock a little bit.
Yeah, so they're ranked 4th, okay, and then they won the whole tournament, and they won it in kind of some convincing fashion, so good for them, and that'll change things up here. And when does this next poll come out?
Next
Owen?
Tuesday.
Okay, next Tuesday. Got it. I don't believe Century should move.
No.
From number 1, just due to one tournament loss. Obviously, I think all these rankings change when it's a conference, right, and a league loss. But yeah, good on Cheyenne, and really kind of shakes up the whole environment of Fargo and West Fargo and kind of the city. Like, who's the leader there? So good on West Fargo Cheyenne.
Yeah, across all sports, Fargo is having a pretty fun fall sports season right now, and the state soccer tournament might decide a couple things in this weekend. Those are your rankings brought to you by Sport Clips. Now we talk about this match a little bit more with our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make your furnace ready for the winter months ahead. New installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. We always
it feels like winter out there.
It does.
Oh,
it is here to stay. We always get really creative with these key to the game graphics. Spelch, three things. Would you like to explain what the 3 things are to make this for all-encompassing keys to the game, not team-specific?
Yeah, Spelch. Spelch's 3 things, the 3 S's. It is setting, it is serving, and it is serve-receive. I really feel like tonight's match, because you're in the tail end of the season, right? Your offense should be set, and so if the setter comes to play and distributes the ball properly to their hitters, your offense should be smooth. And so I look for this to kind of be a setting match between Minot, Norse, Bryn, Francis, and Bismarck High's Aspen, Roldson. So that's my first key. Second key, and really second and third key kind of go together. If you serve aggressively, right, you should be putting the other team then on kind of the defensive as it relates to serve-receive. If you don't serve aggressively, then serve-receive should become easier for the other team. But here nor there, if you serve well or don't serve well, you still want your team to serve-receive well. And that's really important, especially when you need an absolute side out and you're struggling. You need to have that great serve-receive pass and get it to the setter so that they can distribute the ball properly. So look for this to be a setting match, and definitely look for serving and serve-receive to really, really have an impact on tonight's winner.
I feel like we talk about the setting position a lot this year. Has there been kind of an improvement? I feel like this is a really good group in the WDA of centers at the moment.
That's a really great comment. Honestly, since I've been in the city of Minot, and it's been 30 years, the setting position really, really has improved. And maybe that's because I am a setter. And had the opportunity to obviously play at a decently elite level in Canada and then come here, kind of see what was going on in high school. I really feel like the setting position not only has gotten better offensively, but it's gotten better defensively, which was really, really important to me in my career, is playing solid defense as well as offense. And I think what's happening tonight is we're going to have setters running a 5-1. I know that Coach Francis with Minot North has switched it up Before, if her team's struggling, she'll then have Bryn play front row and bring in a back row setter. But I feel like tonight it will be a 5-1 setting kind of like joust between the two teams. But yeah, Owen, overall, I feel like the setting position has gotten better. I think they're just putting more time in, right? I think what's happening is setters are being identified in grade 8, right? Grade 7, grade 8, and saying, hey, yeah, like this is where you're going to be. And when you start practicing that position from that point, you get all those reps, you become really, really good in grades 10, 11, and 12.
Match tonight between Bismarck High and Minot North. His first serve in just a few moments. When we come back, the rest of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show will deliver the starting lineups and get you to the beginning of our WDA volleyball match tonight. You're watching high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
It's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Financial plan, or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Well, each and every week, thanks to the Aggie Foundation, Minot State University, and Ryan Family Dealerships, we at the PSP Network hand out the Player Performance of the Week. Another match of 5 great nominees for this week's award. You can vote on the @Network PSP social media platforms. Just comment the name for who you think deserves this week's Player Performance of the Week. It's open through Wednesday with the player announced on Thursday afternoon. This week's nominees: Cole Richardson, the defensive back from Minot North. I believe he had 2 picks in the game against Devils Lake to seal a big win over the Firebirds. Hayden Bodley, the quarterback for Bismarck High, led a game-winning touchdown drive over Legacy on Friday night. And how about this one? Asher Coughlin, the kicker for St. Mary's.
Hey, the kicker
as time expired, beat Dickinson for St. Mary's first conference win of the year. Huge kick on the road in Dickinson. And then 2 volleyball players as well. Marley Falcon of Legacy had a nice 13-kill performance in a 5-set win over this Bismarck High team. And Reagan Trudell, the setter for South Prairie Max, 5 aces. She had a run of 3 straight in that match against Delax Burlington, so success at the service line might just give her player performance of the week.
Yeah, and I heard this whole player performance of the week thing on PSP on the social media pages is pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty much the coolest thing we do.
Besides you calling matches,
okay.
Owen.
Well, learn more about the Aggie Foundation's also very cool charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. This week on the PSP Network, another big week on PSP. Looking a little different than usual. Just 3 volleyball matches tonight on PSP. We will not be at the Williston Minot High game tonight, but a very important one in District 6 from Berthold. The Glenburn Panthers belch 6-1, a chance to move into first place in District 6 with a win tonight against the Berthold Bombers. Meanwhile, Century pays a visit to Dickinson on PSP. High school volleyball season is wrapping up, especially in Division B.
Yeah, and go Panthers.
Yes.
Wow, I'm guessing that's a special record for them. Probably hasn't happened in a while, so hopefully the whole community is rallying, no pun intended, around that volleyball team.
And then we have 5 football games, not on the usual Friday, but on Thursday night this week. I'll be at the Mandan-Minot game. That's an elimination game for the Magi. Mandan can secure a playoff spot on Thursday night at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Also games from Minot North, Nedrose, Dickinson Trinity, and Legacy as they take on their crosstown rival Century Patriots. And then, because we want to, 2 more games on Friday as well in football.
Wow.
TGU at Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood. Killdeer at Central McLean, a massive game in single A football. I think 7 football games might be enough.
Do you guys need me to come in and call some football? Because I can.
I think that game in Mohall you might need to.
Okay, all right, I'm in.
A little closer to Canada even.
Yes.
That's this week on the PSP Network. Wrapping up our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show today on the PSP Network. Quick look at our Planet Pizza players to watch today. Obviously, you mentioned the setters earlier, Aspen Roldson and Bryn Francis for Minot High, but you also mentioned at the service line, and, well, Roldson leads the way for Bismarck High, and so does Francis. So these 2 players really doing everything you've been asking to do. Can they step up in the spotlight today?
Yeah, and again, I really think it's going to be a setting match, and obviously, you know, Roldson has Brunel to give the ball to, as well as Amit. And then on the north side, you got Francis, and you're definitely going to have Kelly step up tonight. And I really feel like maybe a turning point player might need to be Laskowski for Minot North. You know, Kelly's been consistent, and she's been working her butt off in the front row with blocking and hitting and also doing some serving. But I really feel like Laskowski's going to have a big match for Minot North to pull out a win tonight.
And this has been the pregame show brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home to 15-minute stay-in-your car drive-through oil change in Bismarck or Minot. Find out more what they can do online at VIOC.com. It's time for the national anthem on the PSP Network.
Once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the skies are the ramparts we passed. Were so gallant
learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
That your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
This has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. One more thing to do before first serve, and that's deliver the starting lineups. And that is brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot inside the Marketplace Foods Plaza for your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS store, open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. Starting lineups today for Brianna Klein's Bismarck High Demons. We spoke a lot about their center, Aspen Roldson. We go to one name in particular on the front row, Jordan Rude, the senior. They've been teammates for the longest time, and I tell you what, that's a pretty good connection for the Demons.
Yeah, and she's got 69 kills on the season. Look for her to have an impact in the middle position in the front row for Bismarck High.
Elsewhere, Delana Ahmet will factor into that front row as a middle blocker. Taylor Mayer, the defensive specialist, and this senior gets plenty of playing time for them. Elena Chemis, one of their better defensive players as well, will be on the floor to begin for BHS. A record of 15-10 overall, 8-4 in the conference. A couple of big wins, a couple of games that got away from them, including 2 losses, both in 5 sets to Legacy. They're just coming off a loss in conference play to the Sabres right before that Metro tournament. As for yes?
I love these kind of city competitions, right? You have obviously Fargo, West Fargo, and you definitely have tons of competition in Bismarck with Bismarck High, Bismarck Legacy, Bismarck Century, and hopefully Minot High and Minot North develop that kind of like high level of competition as their rivalry goes on and on, just being in their second year, really.
As for Carrie Francis and her Minot North Sentinels today, Evelyn Jessen starts in the front row with Brent Francis and Ellie Laskowski. In the back row, it'll be McKinley Craig, Anderson Perrin, and Kate Weishar. Even Kelly out of the first 6 in the rotation today, but we are underway. There's the first serve by BHS.
Tough serve receive there. Free ball here for Bismarck High.
Right in the middle, over pass is hit into the net. Ball still up, though.
That was a crazy play to start.
Near side, it's Craig off the block, and it's going to land in anyway. 1-0 Minot North on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, heck of a dig. Out of the middle position when it came from Rude by Kate Weishar for Minot North. That was a big, big dig. Bismarck High figured out a way to get it back. Craig finished it with a kill for Minot North.
Laskowski at the service line for the Sentinels. In their home white today. BHS on the road in the black. That play goes to Renee Biederstedt, the senior right side. Roldson will send up Biederstedt a second time at the point, and this one counts.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they don't start Kelly in the match. Yeah, that's an interesting one for me.
See that last kill by Biederstedt on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. 1-1 in set 1. Mayer serves for Bismarck.
Nice pass there, Owen.
Francis goes to Craig, already 1 kill in the match. Overpass, the Sentinels will take it again. In the middle, it's Jessen. Elbow keeps that one up.
Big block there.
For the Sentinels, and it's going to go off of
Jessen and Craig, huge block for Minot North there, Owen.
Another one for the replay reel.
I think it's my first time calling Bismarck High, so I'm now remembering like the athleticism of Rosalind Brunel. Look for that to have an impact for them in the front row.
Tough serve receive for the Demons. That's going to be a service ace for Minot North and Kate Weishore.
Yeah, and definitely serve receive having an impact here early on in the first 4 points. Couple good ones, couple not so good ones.
Deep serve there. Kept in by Mayer.
Free ball here for Minot North.
All the way to the corner. Maybe had line, but that is going to be called out. Already got our first fan challenge of the day.
Well, here's the deal. When you send a free ball over, you want to send it with spin, right? So that it has a potential that it rolls like this, right? And it's a tougher ball to pass, definitely. You want to put as much zhuzh as you can on a free ball you're sending over.
Sentinels out to a 4-1 lead. Brunel is going to hit the overpass from Minot North.
Yeah, she cranked that one on a regular kind of set of plays there. Got the ball right back, and there was her athleticism right there, right? That ball was definitely off the net on the overpass. She was able to finish it and tip it into position 2 for a kill.
Well, even Kelly has entered the match, but this kill is going to go to McKinley Craig again. Going across the court to the corner. 5-2 Minot North. Get the side out.
And we'll see here. Leanne Sim coming in. I think she's done subsetting in the past. We'll see if Francis gets this first ball when the ball comes back via free ball. Looks like Sim's setting. Yep.
Sim sets up Kelly right in the middle. It's a solo block for BHS, Delana Ahmed.
Yeah, and Ahmed is leading her team at least in blocks per game. So this is an interesting one, and maybe this is what was happening here. It was going to be Kelly versus Ahmed.
Saw that block for a point again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Set goes a little far there for Hintz to get.
Yeah, that ball was set tight. You know, I wonder, I'm going to have to ask a couple of my referee friends, which I just happen to know both of them here, Cash Ader on the floor and the legend Jenny Brown Bogdan up top. Like, I wonder if someone gives their rotation, can you see their starting rotation so that before you put yours in? Because I'm just wondering here, again, why Kelly didn't start and then Ahmed comes in. Because obviously Ahmed is the best blocker for Bismarck High. So I just wonder what's happening here.
Here's this kill for Bryn Francis again, giving the Sentinels a 7-3 lead in set 1.
And she's a hitter now, obviously, with Sim coming into set and Minot North running a 6-2.
Sim bump set to Laskowski near side, splits to Demons. And the Sentinels 8-3 in set 1. It's very early, but a strong start for North.
Yeah, and really I think they're just putting pressure on Bismarck High's serve receive and their defense and really hitting some nice balls into some empty spots.
Set goes to Hintz.
Good touch there
tip
by
it over
Francis.
the net. Perrin is now going to set up Laskowski. Just flips
still
that one
good.
over the block. The Demons do get it across in 3 touches. Laskowski a second time. Good dig there from Taylor Mayer.
Nice dig by Weishar there, beautiful.
Short set up to Kelly. Another dig by Mayer on the Bismarck side. Hintz hits and gets the kill.
Yeah, both teams are kind of trying to get to that short 6. It didn't work on the Bismarck High side here in terms of Minot North getting the point, but definitely this last place ball and short 6 for Bismarck High was effective. You know, that always is a spot because you have your back row right side and your back row left side kind of playing up at the attack line, and then the middle back is deep. So that short 6 is always kind of open if someone's not aggressive to go get it.
Demons had a ball to run down. They'll send a free ball back to the Sentinels. It'll be Francis, just about standing kill right there. Got a little off the ground and went right after Briar Johnner.
I think that set was supposed to go a little deeper on the right side, but nice adjustment by Francis, and she's making an impact here offensively as a hitter in the first part of set 1 here tonight.
New server in the game for the Sentinels. That's the junior Cambry Burkhardt. Now fading away there was Jordan Rood. Gets that one off the block and down for Demons point. What they haven't done yet, Spelch, is put 2 points together at this point. It's been side out.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit here to definitely play some team volleyball. Look for them to make a change here as Elena Chemist goes back to serve for Bismarck High. Their libero.
Sim barely got a hand on that set.
Nice play.
Jessen pushes it to the near sideline. Here comes Brunel at the swing for the Demons. Dug by Perrin. Tight ball against the net. Hit by Brunel. Kind of helps out Minot North a bit. Nope. Say she didn't even touch it.
Okay. 4 contacts there.
So the Demons do win back a point. They trail 6-9 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sim continues as the setter.
Ooh.
And gets the assist on the Laskowski kill.
Yeah, and Laskowski's making an impact. We needed her to. At least that was the kind of a key to a game at the start here in the pregame, and she's doing a few cool things offensively, a couple roll shots, a couple contacts, and that was a nice tip by her for a kill. Beautiful.
Rolls into Rood.
Big dig by
Francis got under it. And then Bismarck tried the same with Ava Mischel. Point goes to the Sentinels.
And see, that was in deep position 3. Way to go, Bryn Francis, taking charge and running after that one.
She continues serving. Hits that one off of teammate Evelyn Jessen. Point back to BHS. Bismarck team that has fared pretty well on the road, 4-2, including a win earlier in the year in the Magic City. Here's Craig. Oh, this high off the block. Chemist to Brunel, deep and in.
Chad, you get that one?
Get line. I think that was in the whole way.
Yeah, and I'm noticing Minot North's defense is playing a little up. Like you can see them there on the free throw line. I'd probably play a little deeper if I was Perrin.
Served by Aspen Roldson. Francis sets up Laskowski,
Nice.
tips it right over the block. A huge first set for Ellie Laskowski.
Yeah, she's doing what she needs to do to help her team win this match, that's for sure.
For 50 years, Ryan has been trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. Bringing you the instant replays today on the PSP network. Roldson going to set up Rood. Somehow got that one out of the air. And now Craig offensively for North. Demons track it down.
Nice free ball pass by Laskowski.
It's Addie Harper with the swing for Minot North right into the net. Attacking error, point Bismarck.
Yeah, you kind of need those, right? Like when you get free ball plays, you want to be as effective as possible with your offense. So I definitely know that Harper would love to have that one back.
Recently we did the Minot North, Minot High. Took a little bit for Harper. 2 sets to get going. Well, here's just her second attack, and she's got kill number 1.
Hey, she learned from the first one, right? Oh, and yeah, and let's remember, she's a sophomore. I don't know if she's had a whole lot of playing time till this year, so you got to give her, a little bit of room, and she learned from her first error with a second attempt kill.
Already halfway through the first set, 13-9, Minot North.
Ooh, that's out.
Service error, good communication by Bismarck High to let that one go.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. Just missed her spot.
Stays in the back row the whole way.
Free ball here for Bismarck High.
Roldson goes to Jensen Hintz off the tape and back on the Demons side.
So both teams struggling with their free ball offense. Interesting. At this point in the season, your free ball offense should be perfect. Perfect.
Perfect is hard to get.
Yes, but it should be pretty darn close.
Left-handed across the net by Amit.
Nice dig by Laskowski on that play.
Harper the swing for the Sentinels. Now BHS will run their offense through Renee Biederstedt. That one's in, point Demons.
Yeah, and Biederstedt, I think with kind of the first right side attack for Bismarck High. Minot North's had a couple with Bryn Francis, but that was the first for Bismarck High for a point.
Demons have got this within 3. It's been a first set that has been in control of Minot North the whole way. Serve to the corner, Weishar. Passes to Laskowski. Francis swings through the block of Ahmed and Rolson.
Yeah, and she's got like 3 kills already. And that one was from the left side, which was abnormal. Serve receive pass was off, so ball had to come outside. Francis with the kill.
There's junior Aniston Perrin at the service line for Minot North. The middle of the court again. 2 Bismarck players going after the same ball, and then the attack from Hintz goes high and out of bounds.
Yeah, serve receive is just a little off. Time out for Bismarck High.
Timeout's brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. We'll take it with the Demons, 16-11, Minot North in front.
There's pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Timeouts on the PSP Network are brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Well, you noted in the break, it's a little dull in the atmosphere here in Minot North. How does
it's just quiet.
How does Coach Klein save this for Bismarck High in set 1?
Serve receive better, and there's your first pass. Beautiful.
On its attack, dug by Perrin.
Excellent.
Sentinels are going to get it across, and Delana Ahmed waiting for that ball to cross the net. Will score the point for Bismarck.
Excellent. Sorry, I'm giggling on that one because just bad luck for Minot North. They worked hard to get that ball over, just over, and Ahmed took advantage. Nice job by her. I love the aggression.
Demons down 4. Laskowski again tipping it over the block has been a very successful play for her tonight.
And she gets a free ball here and then.
Going to get the ball back from Weishar, the libero. Here's Rude for BHS. Out with no touch. Minot North point.
Yeah, you're right. It was close. I mean, I think Kelly went out there for the block. Kelly's been quiet. Maybe that's why the match feels a little like quiet. Right? She's been quiet, but I think, I think Coach just talked to her and said, hey, your moment's going to come. Your moments are going to come. Right now, like to get the ball, when you want to set the ball in the middle, nice job by Bismarck High there to position 1.
A rooted kill.
Yeah, you have to have the passes to the net. Like you have to have serve receive to the net and you have to have passes to the net. That just doesn't seem to be happening when Kelly's in the front row there. Chemist back to serve, feels like she just did. Beautiful.
Francis attacking. Johnner just decided to move out of the way. That one was landing in. 18-13 Sentinels.
Francis has been impressive on the right side there, so Coach Francis has something going here with running the 6-2. Nice pass there.
Brunel gets that one to fall. The block of Jessen and Craig went up. Got a touch of the volleyball, but Brunel the kill for the Demons.
Quiet crowd too, I think, is part of it. Maybe you and I need to get a little louder.
I think so. Craig down the line. There's sorry.
Nice job by Jessen and Craig.
Peterstedt blocked. Brunel. That was going to hit the wall.
Yeah, and she came back there with some power, especially after that initial block by Jessen and Craig.
Quick look on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, the very end of that kill for Brunel.
Bismarck High is kind of closing the gap here. It's now at 3 points without turning the corner yet.
Craig
gotta go
off the block. Diving play made by Ava Mischel for Bismarck.
That's a move of the game thus far.
But will North still win the point? Laskowski. Nope, she's dug. Brunel misfires there.
Yeah, she's got to keep that ball in play.
Bismarck can only get within 3. Here as set 1 starts to come to a close.
Nice pass by Mitchell.
Keep going to Brunel out of the middle this time, and blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, she's got some hops there. Owen, definitely.
Brunel, the junior, seems to kind of be next in line after Jordan Rood, who's been really the primary target on the season, the past 2 seasons for BHS.
Nice pass by Weishar. Adjustment by Craig there. Set was off the net.
That's going to end up on the Sentinels side. What do they do with it? Go back to Addie Harper. Blocked by Brunel. This time, it's Jessen. Just to pull that one towards the Bismarck sideline, and it went just out.
Within 2 here, Bismarck High is, and again, I feel like the distribution of the ball here has to really be, it's going to be critical by Bryn Francis.
A serve by Renee Biederstedt. It is a 1-point difference in set 1. The Sentinels have been leading the whole way. Can they hold on to it after this timeout of the PSP Network?
Relax, spas, etc. Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
This broadcast, high school volleyball on the PSP Network, is brought to you in part by Minot State University, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University.
All right, this is exciting now. Set 1, we're close here heading into the turn. Who's going to pull this one out?
Mayer at the service line for the Demons. Harper, a pass that nearly got away. Craig sends it over the net to Bismarck High. Rolton tight to the net. Sets a Biederstedt. It's going to fall. Seemed things were going wrong for the Demons, but it went worse for the Sentinels.
Yeah, and again, passes are a little off. Passes are tight. Passes are off the net. Nothing's really effective here. Serve receiver defensively for both teams, but Bismarck High is coming out with some points.
Points going to go to Bismarck High. A lift was called against Francis. Still counting that was an ace for Taylor Mayer.
Yeah, and another timeout. A good call here by Coach Francis to call kind of back-to-back timeouts.
The Demons have their first lead of the entire set. It's 20-19 in set 1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
And, you know, again, like it just feels like nobody really has a rhythm here, and serve receive's just been shoddy for both teams. So someone has to inject some energy. You know, and right now, obviously, Bismarck is loving life because I think they were down 18-11 or 18-13, something like that, and they're on a roll here, and they really haven't had to exert a whole lot of energy. Brunel's come to play, you know, and then that big kill by Ahmed on that overpass kind of has to have some sort of play in the kind of the change of this set. But again, this set is not done at all. Look for one of these teams to really gain some really a serious aggression here on the last 5 to 6 points.
Well, Bismarck's got a little bit of momentum right now, leading 20-19. It's still Mayer serving for them. So after the libero Weishar, Francis moves over with the set to Addie Harper. Free ball for the Demons. This will be Hintz. Pushed it to the corner. Laskowski picks it up. Harper again near side, right through the block. And the Sentinels are back at the BNC scoreboard.
Good for Harper. Just goes up and swings away. And yeah, the block was split by Brunel and Biederstedt on that play. Tie, 20-20 here at the turn. Nice serve by Weishar.
Just across
Free
the
ball.
net. Francis to Kelly. She's blocked by Brunel. Biederstedt off the block of Kelly and down. Demons reclaim the lead.
Yeah, nice job. And I would actually set that right side set if I was Bismarck High right now and make Kelly move in the front row.
Tough pass from Craig. Weishar is going to pick it up on the sideline.
Nice dig there.
Here is Hintz. A good route to the volleyball, dug by Weishar. Kelly tips it right over the block. Brunel
What's that?
He's going to keep it up, but there's a lift against Roldson. And the Sentinels keep hanging around.
Yeah, now we have competition here. Like who can get to it's to 4 points. Who wants this first set that's been kind of, again, like just a weird teeter-totter?
It's Leanne Sim, the sophomore, with the ace. Going to Bismarck's libero, Elena Chemis.
Yeah, nice job by Sim there. Remember, she's doing some setting here, and it's been effective with Francis playing on the right side.
Low serve there, received by Hinst. Elena Ahmed is going to tie this at 22 with an attack for the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Okay, what did I say? Someone's got to come with some aggression. There it is. Look for Bismarck High to feed off that.
2 plays now for Ahmed to kind of wake people up here in Sentinel Gym.
Yeah. Like she ran a perfect one out of the middle, quick out of the middle on that play. Great set by Roldson. Good pass there by Weishart from Minot North.
Sim sets to Kelly.
There's even Kelly.
Yeah.
I think that's her first kill of the match. Nice spot, position 4. Went with her hitting shoulder and dumped it over on the left side. The Bismarck High front row.
But this time it's the tip.
With it.
Had to change it up, and it still works.
Everything you can do, I can do better. 23-23, here we go. It's right now, honestly, I love this. It's Kelly versus Ahmet.
Well, this front row for BHS for these last couple of points. You throw in Rude as well.
Did she just come in the front row? Okay.
With Roldson and Ahmet.
Tough pass.
Sentinels on serve receive. Laskowski was aiming that one towards Francis. I don't think Bryn ever picked that one up.
Yeah, serve receive, such a critical part of this set, and it's set point for Bismarck High.
Serve pro set point, that is, for the Demons. Another tough one. Sim goes to Francis, free ball BHS. Can they end set one right here?
For
Roldson
sure
to Ahmet.
Nice
over the net
dig
again.
by
That was Perrin.
Perrin with 2 big plays.
Roldson will go to Rude this time, far side. Sim the dig for the Sentinels.
Minot North's working hard to try to push this set.
This time it's Ahmet. Touch on the block for Minot North, and BHS is going to win a wild first set. Trailed for the most of it, took the lead very late at 2019, and they'll win it 25-23. Get a 1-0 start on the road. Set 2 next on the PNSP Network.
Rental start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
First set goes to the visiting Bismarck High Demons 25-23. This broadcast of WDA Volleyball on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Farsted Oil. Contact Farsted Oil today to find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. It's Farsted Oil. You think we saw the effects of 6 games over the weekend in set 1, or not at all?
No, I really just think serve receive fell apart for Minot North in the end. And really, since they got to point 18, it seemed like it just fell apart for them. No one really had a hold of it, but I look for one of these teams to grab some aggression in the front row and play better serve receive. Brunel with the first kill for Bismarck High. A nice sharp cross court. There really hasn't been, I mean, there's been some tipping that's been effective, I think, for both teams. Look for the offenses to kind of gain some rhythm here and have some powerful shots like Amit's. Everything's kind of off the net for Minot North there, right? Roll shot, roll shot, roll shot.
Big by Francis. And Dwyshar has to set up to Laskowski. Here's a pass up against the net. It's going to land on the Bismarck side. Laskowski and Brunel both went for the volleyball.
And that's a confidence builder for Laskowski, right? That ball's tight. It's a 50-50 ball. She wins that against Brunel. Nice job by her.
1 point each to start set 2.
McKechnie's coming in for the first time in this match to serve and play some defense for Minot North.
Jordan Rude right through the block of Addie Harper.
I love that approach by her. That's a senior, and you're doing a replay here, that's a senior at work. She knows that she's gonna wipe off on the right, kind of on the left hand of the blocker, and she comes with firepower. Nice job by her.
There's Mayer at the line for BHS. She was serving on that run of 4 straight points for the Demons to take the lead in set 1.
Big block there by Brunel and Hintz, I think, yes. Outside the antenna.
The antenna from Biederstedt, and we're tied again. Keeping score tonight is the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. That's why they'll make managing your money easy. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank.
Tough serve receive pass. Great play there by Kelly.
That's what we call a throw, huh? On a replay.
Well, it's a, it's a block. It was a bit of a block set. Bit of a block set.
Coming up with new terminology every broadcast.
Well, I try to teach you some things. That's a big swing by Hintz. That's the first one. I'm betting Coach Klein said, hey, girls, let's start swinging away. Let's get the ball to the net. Let the setter do their job. The setters haven't been able. Setting was going to be a key. That ball's out. But it can't be a key if the balls aren't to the net. Setters have to work a lot harder when they're off the net trying to make a good set. It just hasn't happened. So look for serve receive and to step up for both and defensive passing. But yeah, Coach Klein's like, hey, girls, get the ball to the net and let's swing away a bit.
There's
like
Amit.
Right?
First chance of set 2. We'll make that count. It's 4-all.
Nice little 3 there, kind of like in the inside shoot realm. Pushed a little bit to the left side there for Amit out of the middle to swing away. She's definitely proving she's the #1 kind of firepower for Bismarck High tonight.
Really nice there for Johnner.
Amit again, yeah.
Back-to-back plays for Delana Amit. Watch the second one again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, and if I'm Roldson, I'm setting her. I'm setting her nonstop right now. And I would move her, right there, she's out of the middle a little bit. The one before, she was closer to the left side. I'd maybe try to do a slide here.
Set up against the net for Francis.
You been watching some playoff baseball, or are you just too busy? You got too many broadcasts.
A little bit of both. Catch them when I can.
Good. Block. Amit's playing well. Look at that.
Through the solo block of Kelly. Amit's going to win that battle on the offensive side this time.
Amit's a junior. Junior middle hitter for Bismarck High.
Part of a pretty strong junior class with Brunel and Hintz. as well as current server for BHS, Briar Johnner.
Nice dig by Kemmis.
Dumped by Roldson right into the middle of the Sentinel defense. It is an 8-4 lead, largest of set 2.
Bismarck High on a little run here. Minot North needs to stop the bleeding in some way quickly. Ball's off the net again.
Still getting Francis going on the attacking side are the Sentinels. Kelly jumps up to block that from Hintz.
What effort by Roldson there on that block. And another effort by her. That's touched. Uh-oh.
So double hit against the Demons. Maybe Amit touched it twice, but after it went off the net, no touch by the Sentinels.
Great effort there by Bismarck High and Roldson on some defensive plays. Kelly strong at the net on that play. Look for her to continue that here.
Roldson. That one just didn't get across to the Minot North side. Amit out of her reach.
Do you have a team in the baseball playoffs? Like, obviously,
No,
I'm cheering
not
for
one
the
of those
Blue
that's gonna
Jays.
find a
I
new-
am cheering
new
for the
team.
Blue Jays, even though I'm really, really sad right now. Why, do you have a team? I didn't.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Oh, the Twins.
Sim. I'll send one right to the Demons. Johnner Roldson sets up Amit.
Nice
Saved
stake
by
though by
Weishar and Kelly. That's not
over.
going to get across.
Didn't realize I needed to get over yet.
Demons lead 9-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
I was walking past Target Field on Saturday night. Also went to a Minnesota Wild Meet the Players event. And Kaprizov, I think is his name, that has the biggest contract for in NHL history. Saw him signing some autographs.
Roldson's going to try this dump play again. This time Weishar's all over it. Francis.
Uh-oh, what a play there by Rude.
Yeah, and then a little fist bump as that ball went out of bounds.
I mean, she got touch on the block. It came down on her side, and she just kind of blooped it over. Some interesting blooping. Bloop. Jousting at the net here in set 2.
Pass from Weishar goes into the net. Sim's going to save it. That one never got touched by the Demons.
Yeah, timeout here by Coach
Francis
Francis.
wants
Some
a timeout.
frustration, I think, yes.
11-6 Bismarck High in set 2, up 1-0.
At GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
First International Bank of Trust timeout called by the Minot North Sentinels. Well, a game that ended up not being on the PSP Network tonight, Spelch. Williston, a 1-0 lead over Minot High.
Ooh.
3 wins out in Fargo. Can the Coyotes pull off an upset for their first West Region win this evening?
Yeah, again, you know, having some wins in that tournament, just getting wins is a great taste in your mouth, right? And so maybe Williston found something, and obviously they have an early match lead at Minot High.
Amit's shot right there goes out of bounds. You know, Minot North was in the same pool as Williston. The Coyotes took them to 3 sets. It was Minot North winning eventually, but both of the teams, both Williston and Minot North, walked away with just 3 wins.
Look for Kelly to have a bigger impact here. And she's playing some back row now.
Perrin sets up Ellie Laskowski. Dig by Mischel for the Demons.
Nice
this time
dig
it's
by Kelly.
Sim with the set for Laskowski again. That is going to go just out off the Demons' touch.
Yeah, you got it. Off the Bismarck High block, touch the antenna, and then that's an out call. So some adjustments here happening for Coach Francis, which is her MO.
Laskowski on 3 consecutive plays for Minot North. There's kill number 2 in this run.
Yeah, and here they come, Minot North, and they definitely need to try to get this game tied up, this set tied up. with Kelly back at the service line, which didn't happen in set 1.
I set over to Rude, blocked right away by Evelyn Jessen, and then Laskowski jumps in. Take one away from Roldson. This one goes right through the block. Sim the dig. Francis sends one across. Roldson with one hand, flips it to Sim, and the Sentinels couldn't end that point.
That was an interesting play there. You know, Sim had the first dig, and so people were looking around as to who's to get that. In my estimation, that'd be Francis's ball, so just a little bit of lack of communication on that play. And Minot North's playing way better defense.
Here's Brunel for Bismarck High. Set from Sim to Francis, back by Johnner. Rude out of the middle. Have a, oh, just a kill. No net violation.
Just a simple kill to position 1. Definitely, like in kind of the competition of the middle players right now, Bismarck High is definitely leading that.
Kind of their game.
Out of the middle, yes. Brunel, ooh, she wanted that one.
Sentinels, despite some struggles here in set 2, only down by 3. McKinley Craig checks back into the match as Bryn Francis goes to the service line. Sim to the bench.
Nice pass by Mitchell.
Roldson, tough set there for Rude. She's going to end up on the other side of the line.
Yeah, violation under the net, called by down official. Cash Eater. I've known that kid since he was born, that's why. Yeah, you're like, how do you, why? Yep, I've known that kid since he was born. Super excited. He's from Montana. Really great to see men involved in officiating in volleyball, and definitely an out-of-stater coming to North Dakota and helping out. Sophomore in college. Cool stuff. He also loves to come and watch baseball at my house, so yeah.
Well, there's a kill for Jordan Rude, and the Demons are going to stay in the lead. It got to just one right there for Minot North, but 14-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, and Roldson back to serve, and she, like you said, she's got some aces in her pocket. See if she can pull one out here. Nice pass by Perrin.
Francis goes to Laskowski. Again, Francis has been essentially the number 2 setter all game for Minot North, but there gets an assist to Laskowski, who's been their number 1 in kills.
Yeah, she's playing well. Laskowski's playing well tonight and definitely needs to continue that for Minot North to try to squeak out a set 2 win here. McKechnie back to serve for Minot North.
Gonna get an ace.
There you go.
Mitchell's pass goes into the scorers table. Another chance to tie for Minot North in the middle of set 2.
Yeah, I think Minot North put a little more pressure here on serving. Camas, great pass.
Block gets sent all the way to the corner. It's Harper and Jessen for the Sentinels. Put it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, and Evelyn Jessen, sophomore. The 2 sophomores put together there for a big block.
Minot North in the lead, 15-14.
Another good serve. Up, over.
Not going to get across. 4 touches by the Sentinels. Rude with that swing for BHS.
Yeah, BHS is running some really nice quicks out of the middle. A couple times with Ahmet, a couple times with Rude, once or twice with Brunel. They're doing a nice job with that quick out of the middle, the traditional spot. Kind of dominating Minot North there.
This time it's Peterstedt. Hey, going to get the kill from the right side.
Yeah, and kind of a role that's not talked about a whole lot in broadcasts is the role of the libero. When the back row setter plays the defensive dig, in comes the libero to distribute the ball the best they can, and it's usually via pass. That's not easy to do. Great job by Kemes, the libero, to get that ball up for her team to have an awesome chance at a kill, which they got on that 3rd contact.
And Harper sails one out of bounds, 17-15 Bismarck.
They're on a little run here.
3 in a row. Craig around the block, point for Minot North.
And see what happens with a good service pass, right? Francis has the ability to set that ball perfectly to the right side. Great finish by Craig. Weishar back to serve. Kelly in the front row.
Short into the net. Demons stay in the lead. But Minot North throughout the season, obviously just 3 wins in West Region play. A lot of competitive sets. Just haven't been on the winning side of too many. Roldson to the back row, and Taylor Mayer kind of blindly. The Sentinels didn't know that one was coming.
Yeah, first one of the match for either team, a back row attack.
Free ball here for Minot North. Francis sets up Kelly in the middle. That's in. Point for North.
Nice set there by Francis, you know, and a great approach by Kelly. Not exactly a quick out of the middle, much slower than what Bismarck High is doing, but it gives Kelly the opportunity to obviously see the floor. She saw a great big spot in position 5 with the kill.
Sim returns for the Sentinels.
Block there, nice.
Blocked by the Sentinels, and then Roldson dumps it across the net.
Kelly and Francis with that block. Dig by McKechnie.
Francis with the swing. She's blocked by Ahmed and Hintz. This time standing again, Ahmed still gets up.
Look at those guys working hard for Bismarck.
Ahmed is solo now.
Oh my gosh. Move of the match right there, like 4 straight blocks for Ahmed.
Another one might be coming. This one, though, into the net from Harper. 3 and 1 point.
Wow.
And definitely some credit given there by her own teammates.
Yeah, 2 on the, it would be 2 out of the left side for Ahmed, 1 out of the middle, 1 a little off the middle there. Excellent set of plays for Delana Ahmed, blocking at the net for Bismarck High.
Over the block from Francis. Roldson sets up Jensen Hintz. And got hung up with Kelly on that second touch.
And just so you know, and I think I've said this to you before, on timeout Minot North, if you want to just stay here just quick, on that second contact, now it can be just about anything, which I really feel is changing the setting game. Now you can, as long as it stays on your side of the net, if you hold that ball and throw that ball and it goes over to the opposite side, called. If you have a little double hit or a held ball on your side of the net, it's not called. It's not supposed to be called. I think referees are getting used to that. It's just to allow for a continuation of play. Similar to that whole first contact when they changed that a few years ago, right? Now it's the second contact. So that's why that ball that kind of rolled up on Kelly there wasn't called.
And that's brand new this season. Correct?
This season, brand new to this year. And what I'm noticing is that like back row setters will come in and like one-hand set balls, which I've never really seen a whole lot of unless you're a super duper talented setter. But it's because they, as long as they keep it on their side, they can pretty much do anything with that second ball.
Back to the action out of that Minot North timeout with the Demons leading 2017. It's Briar Johnner at the service line.
Great pass out of the timeout by Weishar.
Sim sets up Kelly. It is Delana Ahmed once again.
Roldson helped a little bit on that play, but honestly, Ahmed's everywhere. Like Ahmed's everywhere in this set too, and especially in the last 5 points. Wow, excellent blocking display.
Service error by Johnner. By the way, today's game of the PSP Network brought to you by Moonlight Home Improvement, your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. If you're putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation, now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or to moonlighthomeimprovement.com. Roldson sets up Jensen Hintz. The block there from Kelly and Francis, but the ball's still alive for BHS. Tough pass for Sim, able to keep it on the Sentinel side. And now Ahmed on the offensive. Ball's going to fall. Laskowski and Kelly were there.
That's a big block, right, with Ahmed playing so well. Honestly, that ball was set just a little low for Ahmed. So kind of like set her into the block kind of deal. I want to get that ball up a little bit more.
Back-to-back blocks. Kelly with Francis this time. 21-20, set 2 again is close.
There we go. Even Kelly making a, hey, Ahmed, if you, everything you could do, I could do better. On the first set, it was obviously Ahmed kind of winning that challenge. Here's Kelly saying back to Ahmed, I got you on the block.
The Sentinels even, set 2 up.
Which led to that roll shot there, Owen. So now a free ball.
Towards the sideline. Mayer's going to keep it inbounds. Hins blocked
again
by Kelly. 3 straight points on the block for Avon Kelly.
Wow, we're having a blocking display here, gentlemen. Timeout, Bismarck High.
Timeout by the Demons. 21 all in set 2. Again, the first set decided 25-23 to BHS, and their good finish coming up next.
Engineers at Ackerman Estvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Estvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
All kinds of volleyball action tonight on the PSP Network. All 3 games now underway. Action from Berthold, Dickinson, and right here in North Minot. The Sentinels have tied with Bismarck High in set 2. It's 21-21. BHS already won set to none lead.
Way to keep that ball in out of the timeout. Beautiful.
Rolton dumps to the sideline, and nobody was there for North.
Oh, what a great call out of the timeout by Roldson. I don't know if her coach told her to do that one, but excellent play by the setter with that dump to position 4.
Just 1 timeout remaining in the set for BHS. Minot North has used both of them. Weishar at both hands on that serve from Ava Mischel.
Okay, and if you recall, the problem with set 1 was serve receive towards the end.
It was an ace to get the Demons to set point.
Better pass there by Weishar.
Tim to Francis off the block, collected by Mischel. Now Rolton sets up Ahmed right over the block to the corner and in. Serve pro set point for Bismarck.
Nice placed ball there by Ahmed.
24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. 3 set points for the Demons. Roldson up to Jordan Root. Ended set 1 and ends set 2. 25-21 BHS. They can go for the sweep next. You're watching WDA Volleyball on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
to introduce the fabulous addition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Tonight's broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. It is the best pizza on the planet and all the planets. They have the largest laser tag playground in the region and a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call Planet Pizza now at 701-852-1700 to place an order.
Great chicken wings, too. Very good chicken wings. And they're not small.
No?
Not small at all. So, yeah, kudos to the Muellers and the great food that they pump out at Planet Pizza.
After the final point tonight, we'll have the planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Start with a courtside interview. We've been missing those recently with the Sport Clips MVP.
Have you missed me or you just missed the courtside interview?
The courtside interview.
Oh, that involves me.
Has not happened in a long time because
I've been busy.
On my own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Italy was wonderful, Owen.
Set
Rolson.
3 underway. McKinley Craig with the swing for Minot. North now rolls and goes up to Rosalind Brunel.
She's a little early on that approach there. Free ball for Bismarck High. Tough ball there.
Blocked down to the Bismarck side by Craig. Any commentary you can give us in Italian after the trip?
Well, let me just say this. Allie Chell's in the match for the first time, and she had a block there. So we got to give the junior middle hitter, who's getting some playing time, Coach Francis changing it up. Buongiorno, Owen.
That was enough Italian for the broadcast today.
Un croissant. Cornetto. Un cornetto, which is a croissant, which I had a lot of great croissants.
Back-to-back points for McKinley Craig and the Sentinels 2-0 in set 3. They need this third set today. Trying to avoid the sweep at home. A team that is 2-3 here in Sentinel Gym.
Now you got me thinking about food. Cafe latte, amazing cappuccinos in Italy.
And Planet Pizza too.
There was some really great, they know how to make pizza in Italy. Holy.
Francis sets up Harper. And this one's going to count for the Sentinels. Off a couple Bismarck High Demons and out of bounds. 3-0 start for Minot North.
There they go. Maybe Chell's going to inject a little energy here. I think in place of Jessen, I think is what's happening with the change in the rotation.
Olsen sets for Rude.
Good hustle there on that dig by Francis.
Off the block and down on the Minot North side. Demons on the BNC National Bank scored for the first time in the third set.
Again, nice pass assist by the libero, Alana Chemis, to the right side for a kill by your now server, I think, Taylor Mayer. Thanks, Owen. You got it right. Chemis had to go get that ball.
And that just goes out of bounds from Brunel. So the point goes to the Sentinels, but
oh, Brunel's got to keep that ball in play for her libero, who worked her butt off on that dig.
there's Weishart at the line for Minot North. Rolson sets up Brunel. This one stays in bounds. Over the net for Biederstedt.
Swing. There you go.
Craig off the touch from Mayer. Point for Minot North.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can hang on to this 3 to 4 point lead here that they started out with.
Well, they had a lead for basically all of set one.
Yeah.
Until it was 2019, dropping that first game 25-23. Hintz right out of bounds, asking every which way.
Everybody's
touch on the block,
for touch, which is this.
From our far,
I used to do this.
Far away angle. Looks like that went over the block.
And I'd scream touch.
There's an ace for Weishart and the Sentinels. And to a commanding 7-1 lead and a First International Bank and Trust timeout called by Bismarck High. We'll be back after this Quick break on the PSP Network.
Want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Damn it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. 7-1, Minot North on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kate Weishar after a ace right before the timeout. This play turns into Brunel. That one right into the net. 4 touches against the Demons.
They are struggling. And kudos to Minot North putting some pressure via their serve. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Just a little bit of a scare in set 1 for Minot High. They're kind of dominating now against Williston at home. There was an attempt there, right, to throw that ball over, and that was definitely called, and that would be called with the new rule, that's going to be called all the time when it's sent over to the opposition.
Serve from Weishar drops right as it goes over the net. Sentinels will go to Kelly out of bounds. And the Demons end a run of 5 straight for Minot North.
So if you're Minot North and you're down 2 sets and now you're up 7 points in set 3, you're putting the pedal down. There is no room to wiggle here at all.
Harper. Dug by Brunel. Long run to the volleyball for Roldson.
Nice dig by Francis off of Ahmet.
Free ball for the Demons. Brunel again to Roldson. Ahmet through the block out of bounds.
Ran a little A behind. Roldson did. She came to the net and Ahmet went behind her for a different look. Fooled the Minot North block. And what I mean by pedal down, like.
Right, what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, what I mean is like keep balls in play and give your team a chance and like don't get lazy, right? Like make quality volleyball plays and let Bismarck High beat you with them playing better.
4 straight for Bismarck High. Cut the deficit in half.
Do you know of another sport where momentum is so important?
I think basketball.
Yeah, like where you can get on a roll if you're feeling it with shooting. Yep.
Table tennis at times.
Ping pong. Ooh, is that touched?
Not by the Sentinels.
Well, hang on.
I'm going to say Minot North point on that attack from Jensen Hintz.
She showed touch, I think, so that was, I think, the confusion. Yep, showed touch, but it wasn't any touch. Which I think was definitely the right call. No touch on that block. It was a big dig by Weishar.
But and Sim, the setter who just came back into the match, couldn't quite get to that volleyball.
Yeah, and that was a tough ball. Weishar with a beautiful dig off of a huge crush with the hitting shoulder by Ahmet into position 5. Nice dig by Weishar. Someone else might need to help Sim out there on that ball.
Kelly tips it across the net to Roldson.
Back row, there you go.
To Mayer, sails out of bounds.
Just a little outside. Wrong timing again.
Well, you were right.
Owen missed me, everybody. That is a for sure. I can tell by his eye rolls. Nice pass. Great set there. Ahmet. Ahmet is like on the spot all night tonight for Bismarck High.
Nominees for Sport Clips MVP by the end of the match. Bismarck High still trailing by 4. They were down 9-1 to open up this 3rd set.
Nice pass by Weishar.
Cinda Laskowski blocked by Ahmed along with Roldson. 8-11.
What is Ahmed's averaging 1.6 blocks per match? She should be able to double that after tonight.
About 5.
Wow. I mean, she had 4 in 1 play. She's really everywhere tonight.
Laskowski over the block this time around. Rude passes to Roldson. Second time that's worked out for Aspen Roldson this evening.
You know, and she puts a bit of like topspin on that dump so that the ball kind of just drops. It's like a drop ball in baseball. Nice dump by her. Great play by Kelly there. That one out of the middle has been fun to watch for both teams.
Well, the Sentinels will keep the lead at 12-9. Kelly serving.
Tight.
Nice. That's Ahmet. Counted for the kill. Still going after Kelly. She's in the back row.
Yeah. Yeah, Ahmet's definitely winning the battle tonight. And that was a nice ball out of the right side. Great distribution tonight by Roldson for her bigger hitters.
Chemis with the error on serve. Well, next up for Minot North, the road does stay pretty tough. There's a Rude.
Oh, beautiful serve
Giant.
receive play. Amazing pass by Johnner. Great set by Roldson and a huge finish by Rude. That's how you run a serve receive play.
Seeing it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Serve receive offense. Love it.
There is tough serve receive for the Sentinels and an ace for Aspen Roldson. Demons within 1. They have closed what was an 8-point gap at 9-1. Francis goes up to Laskowski. Chemis saves it for the Demons.
Nice set by Francis. Ball was tight.
Set up
Big
to
swing.
Brunel right through the block. 13-all in set 3.
Wow, after being down 9-1. Bismarck High comes back to tie it at 13.
Effort to sweep Minot North on the road and sweep the season series between them. Craig is denied.
Good effort there.
Get it
Great
across the
play
net.
there.
Yeah, Bieterstedt while everybody was still down.
Everybody's flopping all over the place in that position 6.
Laskowski, too long. Demons have the lead. They're talking about Minot North's upcoming schedule at Jamestown. Again, everybody gets the off day on Thursday.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was
And
hoping
then
to
no
call
games
another match with you,
We got a
Owen.
lot of football on Thursday.
Oh, that's right. You have like
Oh, they gave the
24
point back
games.
to Minot North here, so no lead for the Demons just yet. Touch on the block as it went out of bounds, so Minot North goes ahead 14-13. But next Tuesday, they'll be back in action on the road at Jamestown. Always a difficult place to play.
Yeah. Jamestown's like legendary coaches there.
Not only that,
Everly.
next week, Thursday, they'll be home against Century. That'll be an ace for McKechnie, Caleb McKechnie. Jamestown and Century next week. Oh, and then Saturday as well at home against Dickinson. It is a 3-match week next week for the Sentinels.
I think we're calling that Dickinson match. I think that's happening, which is, I think, a traditional match is Dickinson at Minot High in the afternoon on a Saturday. I've noticed that the last couple of years.
Catch the Mavericks in action tonight against Century on the PSP network. They're still in set 1.
Okay.
Mountain Time.
Oh, that's right.
Ace
That's right.
for Taylor Mayer.
A couple ace serves here for both teams, and then a couple missed serves. So at a critical point in the set, who's going to take control of it with 10 points to go?
Off the tape. Ball still in.
Ooh.
Weishart to Craig. Dug
Nice
by
take.
Aspen Roldson.
Oh,
Brunel steps
wow.
right in front of Chemis.
I mean,
Are you just glad you avoided injury right there?
Right, you are. Roldson, great dig by Roldson. Chemis was just standing there ready to do her job and pass the ball. In comes a flight from Brunel. Brunel would probably like to give that one back to Chemist for sure.
Well, Jensen Hintz is going to win the point back for the Demons.
And everything's forgotten. It's all forgotten now at this
all
point.
even at 16 again. Amit returns. With Brunel back row serving.
Brunel has had a tough serve for sure tonight, and there's one of them.
An ace. Craig didn't get the ball up. Weishart tried diving out of bounds. Is going to fall. Bismarck had 17-16 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Goes back to Craig. Francis to Kelly.
Gotta go.
One touch, and it's over the scorer's table this time. Talking about what's upcoming for Minot North. Next up for Bismarck High, a massive match if they want to climb back up the West Region standings Tuesday at home against Minot High, a team they beat in 4 sets earlier on the road. Left-handed tip over the net by Delana Ahmed.
Hey, a set from Chemist there. Nice block by Kelly.
Bolton to Hintz into the net, point for the Sentinels. Next week, a big week for BHS as well. Minot at home Thursday versus Jamestown, all before going to Century the following week. So games that if the Demons want better seeding, they got to win a couple of those.
Nice set by Roldson, finished by Biederstedt on the right side. That's happened a couple times tonight. Nice combination. But the combination tonight thus far for Bismarck High is Roldson to Amit. Johnner back to serve. Set 3 tied, 18-18. Nice pass by Weishar for Minot North.
That was Harper for Minot North, kind of untraditionally playing on that right side. Gets the kill.
Strong front row here for Minot North to try to pull away here to push this match another set.
Hintz gets more work.
See right there, right, opportunity for some sort of back row attack for Minot North. Instead, they give a free ball back. Yep.
Hintz tips it over the block, point for the Demons. Going nowhere, it's 19-19.
I'm not going anywhere, Owen. Are you going anywhere?
Not till this one is over and the planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show is done.
Mischel back to serve for Bismarck High. Get a nice servicey pass. Weishar, ball's head out.
Bryn Francis. Goes Rude. By Perrin. Free ball for the Sentinels. Weishar to Sim, the #1 setter tonight. The Laskowski blocked by the Demons. Ahmed and Roldson. Bismarck High is going to get a free ball out of it.
That quick from behind.
Roldson to Ahmed on offense. Take by
Johnner's
Johnner,
out of the
sprints
way.
away. Kelly hitting it right back to her, and it's out of bounds.
Johnner. Oh my gosh, I love that play if we have it. I don't know, it's probably a little too far back.
Very end of it.
Johnner makes a great dig, but she knows it's basically up in the air and above her. Runs out of the way. Excellent job by Bismarck High. They're up 2 points in set 3 and up 2-0.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. 21-19, Bismarck High in the lead, set 3. Looking to break out the brooms here in Minot.
Great dig by Johnner, has stepped up the last couple points here for Bismarck High.
Sim sets Ellie Laskowski, dug by Johnner. Rude
Jude off
down
her
the
1
line.
foot.
Jordan Rude.
That was pretty exceptional. She didn't have a full approach there. She kind of went off her opposite foot. Excellent job by her. Bismarck High pulling away late in this set, like the 2 sets previously.
Kelly with a kill.
Nice response by Kelly out of the middle. Looks like she's not going to be serving. So someone else is who has not played.
She's serving set 1.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Cambry Burkhardt, the junior.
Ahmet
through the block of Laskowski and Chell. Demons 2 points away from a win on the road. Chemist to serve for BHS, right at Perrin. Sim sets up Francis. Off of John or out of bounds.
And that definitely has been an effective play for Minot North. It's only effective if you can get the pass so that Sim can distribute it to Francis in a nice sweet spot where Francis can get an approach in. She's back to serve here. Minot North down 2 and needing this set. Great pass by Michel.
Johnner keeps that one up for Bismarck High. Now Brunel trying to end the point. Off of one hand from Weishard, the dig.
Out of the middle here.
Walters just going to dump it in the middle. Francis saves it for the Sentinels, but that ball's not going to make it across the net, and we've got a serve pro match point. 24-21, Bismarck High in the lead. It'll be the senior Aspen Roldson. He is the leader in aces at the service line. Go to Laskowski, off the block, dug by Chemist. Roldson sets up Rosalind Brunel. That one's down. And this match is a Bismarck High sweep. It wasn't the easiest as they come.
Definitely not in set 1, but they came alive as it relates to offense and some great blocking at the net by Ahmet.
3 sets to none. The Demons get the win. Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show is next.
Is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. ESP Network, it's game day.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
If you're in the Minot area and looking...
It's time we start our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. The best way to do that is down on the court with our Sport Clips MVP today. Spelchin has Delana Ahmet down on the sideline. Ready when you are, Spelch.
Thanks, Owen. Here we are with Sports Clips Player of the Match, Delana Ahmet. Your team sweeps Minot North here in Minot, 3-0. You know, let's talk a little bit about you offensively to start. Now, set 1 was, you guys struggled a little bit. There was an overpass kill that I just absolutely loved, and then you were running a wonderful one out of the middle with your setter, and definitely kind of a quick behind. Talk a little bit about your offense and how that is kind of getting in the zone here as we get closer to playoffs.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it a little faster and a little different, change some things up so we're a little unpredictable, and that's what we worked on in practice yesterday, and I think we executed it today.
Awesome. Do you like that quick out of the middle or behind the setter? What do you like
I like
better?
it out of the middle.
I mean, and I love it how you go with your hitting shoulder, right? And you just crank it to position 5. Okay, set 2. Like, you came alive on the block. And again, there was a play where you had 4 blocks in one play. Let's talk a little bit about how your blocking has developed over time here with this Bismarck High team.
Yeah, I've been playing with a lot of these girls for a very long time, so our connection is there, and we work on a lot at practice, and just making sure we're pressing and closing the block, and yeah, it's something that we work on a lot.
So you're really in the hunt here for position 2 in the WDA. What do you need to do here down the stretch? What does your team need to do to kind of pull out some important wins? And you got a tough kind of set of 3 matches here. What do you need to do? What does your team need to do to kind of creep into that second spot?
We need to come together as a team and just realize that we can do it, and we're a good enough team, and just work on it, like scout the teams, work on that at practice, and just execute during the games.
Awesome. Bismarck High takes the match 3-0. Delana Ahmet, Sports Clips Player of the Match. Congratulations to you. Drive safely home. Smile at the camera.
Thank you, Spelch. Delana Ahmet, our Sport Clips MVP today. The rest of our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show comes up next on the PSP Network.
Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Well, as WDA play resumed after that Metro tournament, where Bismarck took home a 9th-place finish, they get a sweep on the road at Minot North, improving to 9-4 in West Region play, trying to keep up in that group of 5 at the top of the West Region standings. Spelch, just how did they kind of do it today? I know there was some big individual performances as well, but when it came to just winning kind of the ugly points at the end of the set, to get over the hump today and win it in 3, what was the key for the Demons this evening?
I really feel like it was Ahmet and Roldson. Roldson played, like we talked about that whole setting as an important key to the match. I really feel like Roldson distributed the ball better. And her team was struggling in set 1, but they stayed in it and then put pressure on Minot North's serve receive towards the end of set 1, set 2, and honestly set 3 to pull it out. But for me, it was Ahmet. I mean, some big points offensively. And again, because it felt like the gym was just a little quiet, a little lackluster, and she was bringing the energy. And then she brought it not only offensively, but then defensively. And then, you know, Jordan Rood. I mean, she's a superstar senior. And she might not be getting a whole lot of credit this year specifically because there's some other hitters in Burnell and Ahmet. But she really kind of filled in when Ahmet was not obviously not getting the ball, and then Rude would get the ball on the left side and also out of the middle for some big points. So really key to congratulations to the setter, Aspen Roldson, for distributing the ball really, really well. But they just came alive offensively and not only won the dirty points, but also were just more dominant offensively, I thought.
The match today went 25-23, 25-21, 25-21. There was hardly any separation, and when there was, it was a 9-1 start for Minot North in set 3. That was as big as the lead got. Bismarck never had an advantage of that much. I mean, you look at the sets individually. Set 1, Minot North had the lead for the most part.
I thought it was like 18-11 in there. I know it was somewhere close.
16-11, I think, is what it was.
Yeah.
And then Bismarck took their first lead at 2019. They were able to win it. Set 2, a little more to the Demons. Minot North made a late run at it. And then, of course, set 3, Bismarck bouncing back from a 9-1 deficit early on to win it 25-21. That's how the 3 sets won tonight.
Yeah, and I want to give you're making me think a little bit more about why did Bismarck High come back from those kind of big deficits. Their defense played well too. Like Johnner really, she stepped up in that set 3. She's had some amazing defensive plays, and then Chemis played really well. So, like I told you, balls weren't getting to the net to the setter in the first set by any team really. But I think Bismarck High did a better job doing so. I know Michel passed the ball on serve receive really well to get it to Roldson. And once Roldson's in her sweet spot and can distribute the ball well, they're really kind of unstoppable. On the other side, I just think the whole, even with the lead, Minot North struggled on serve receive. They just serve receive and defensive. They got pretty spicy, I thought, in set 3 with playing better defense. I know Kelly had a nice run in set 2 to kind of go up against Ahmet, but really just overall just couldn't play good enough serve receive for them to pull out a set win at all in this match tonight.
Looking a little bit at the scheme for Minot North today, the last time they had a WDA match, it was against Minot High. Obviously, Francis, as normal, was the main setter. Today, though, a little bit of a mix-up since that Metro tournament started, where Leanne Sim turned into the #1 setter when it came to getting the action tonight for Minot North. Do you know, maybe have an insight as to why that changed, or maybe the future for the Sentinels this season in that aspect?
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, it's not necessarily a #1 setter. You saw Sim more because it just felt like Sim had more contacts than Francis, even though Francis overall obviously set the ball 2 as a 6-2 setter, and then obviously hit the ball. Why you run a 6-2 is for more offensive options. Francis is a very good all-around volleyball player. That's fact. What happened was there's that problem with serve receive. If the ball's not getting to Sim, who's coming from the back row, right, or even on a serve receive rotation, has a long way to go to get to the setting position. If she can't distribute that well to Francis on the right side, it just doesn't become effective. When it was effective was when Sim could get the ball in the right spot to Francis. But that's why you run a 6-2. It's why Bismarck Century has done it for years, because they basically grow 6'4" girls and trees, and you don't want to leave one of those players on the bench. So you bring in a back row setter, so you always have basically an average of 6'5" in the front row. And again, Francis, super talented player. It's why Sim comes into play. But again, you got to get that ball to the setter so that they can effectively set. That just didn't happen tonight for Minot North consistently.
And we're adding some awards in our post-game show today, starting with the Sport Clips MVP, home of the MVP haircut experience. Check it online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com or use their app. Delana Ahmed, kind of the hands-down choice for the MVP tonight, and maybe even to sweep the awards as well.
Yeah, I mean, she had 2 big plays, and I talked about it in the interview. That overpass in set 1 was pretty awesome, and it was awesome because Minot North worked so hard to get it over defensively. They just got it over, and she was right there ready to capitalize on that ball and cranked it. But I really loved, really it would be the blocking in set 2, which was Delana Ahmed in one series of plays had 4 blocks. Then right after that, you had Avon Kelly, who went 3 straight series of plays with blocks to get points. So I don't know, I'm going to let you have this one.
Well, the move of the game, well, I think we're going to go with Ahmed again.
Yeah.
4 blocks on the 1 point. That's going to be your move of the game today, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. They remind you it's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop in the Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway, and you'll find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team to help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Magic City Home Leisure. Everybody else has already left the building, so it's time for us to wrap up the Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show today on the PSP Network. For a great crew putting on today's show, Chad Olson running the camera, producing the thing, Melissa Spelch, my color commentator. I'm Owen Patterson, being your final score for the final time. Bismarck High 3, Minot North 0. Demons take it 25-23, 25-21, and 25-21 in the third. We'll be back with more WDA volleyball next week on the PSP Network. Hopefully you'll join us then. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
Is proudly brought to you by PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport Clips. The pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.